Once upon a time, in a vast green forest, there lived a tiny bird with a beautiful voice. Every morning, she sang songs that made the whole jungle quiet. The tall trees stopped swaying in the wind. The wild animals paused their activities to listen. Her melodies brought joy to everyone around her. She was loved by all the creatures in the forest. To survive, she flew long distances each day, hunting for insects. It was tiring work, but she enjoyed the freedom of flying and the satisfaction of earning her food through effort. Her wings were strong, and her spirit was full of energy. One sunny day, while flying through the trees, the bird spotted a farmer walking below. He carried a wooden box on his shoulder. Curious as always, the bird fluttered down and perched on a branch near him. "What is inside that box?" she chirped politely. The farmer looked up and smiled. "It's full of tasty insects," he replied. "I'm taking them to the market to sell and buy some soft feathers for my pillow." The bird tilted her head, thinking deeply. She had plenty of feathers, and finding insects was hard work. An idea popped into her mind. "Why don't we trade?" The bird suggested excitedly. "I can give you my feathers, and you give me the insects. That way, you don't need to go to the market, and I don't have to fly so far every day." The farmer nodded in agreement. It sounded like a good deal for both. That very day, the bird plucked one of her feathers and handed it to the farmer. In return, he gave her a handful of insects. She ate them happily, feeling relieved. No more endless searching under leaves or in the grass. Life seemed easier now. From that day on, the exchange continued. Each morning, the bird gave away one feather, and the farmer provided her with food. She no longer needed to flap her wings for hours. She could rest on her branch, sing a little, and wait for the farmer. At first, it felt wonderful. "This is smart," she thought. "Why struggle when there's an easy way?" The other animals noticed her laziness, but said nothing. They missed her flying around, but she ignored their whispers. Her days became simple and comfortable. As time passed, the bird's feathers grew fewer. She didn't notice at first, but flying short distances started to feel harder. Her wings felt lighter, but not in a good way. They were weaker without all the feathers. Her once sweet voice began to change too. The songs sounded rough and less melodic. The forest didn't stop to listen as often. "I'm just tired from singing," she told herself. "It will get better soon." But deep down, she knew something was wrong. Still, the easy food kept her going with the deal. Months went by, and the bird's body changed more. With fewer feathers, the cold winds made her shiver. She couldn't soar high like before. Hunting for insects on her own seemed impossible now. She depended completely on the farmer. Her friends in the forest, the squirrels and deer, stopped visiting her. They were busy with their own hard work. The bird felt lonely but pushed the thoughts away. "The farmer is kind," she reasoned. "This is better than tiring myself out every day." One fateful morning, the bird realized she had no feathers left to give. Her body was bare and weak. She approached the farmer, hoping for mercy. "I have nothing to trade today," she said sadly. The farmer shrugged. "Then I have no insects for you," he replied coldly and walked away. The bird was shocked. She tried to fly after him, but her wings failed her. She fell to the ground, helpless. Now, she couldn't even search for food if she wanted to. Hunger set in quickly. Days turned into weeks, and the bird grew weaker. She crawled on the forest floor, begging for scraps from other animals. But they had their own struggles and couldn't help much. Her voice, once the pride of the jungle, was now a faint croak. No one paid attention to her anymore. The trees swayed without pausing, and the animals went about their lives. The bird remembered her old days of freedom and strength. "I gave away what made me special," she whispered to herself in regret. Quietly, One evening, the bird closed her eyes and never opened them again. She died alone, forgotten by the forest she once enchanted. This story is like our lives. We all have talents and skills that we build through hard work. We create value and make others happy. But sometimes, we see easy paths. People or things promise quick rewards without effort. Just like the bird gave her feathers, we give up practicing our skills. We rely on others or machines for what we used to do ourselves. At first, it feels good. Life is easy. But slowly, we lose our abilities. Our talents fade. We become weak and dependent. One day, we realize we can't fly anymore. The praise and attention disappear. The truth is, real success comes from effort. Shortcuts steal your power. Don't trade your wings for ease.